Hello, Monsters Abound here. Welcome back to Total War Warhammer 3 and part 27? Hang on. That's 26. Part 26 of my Grimgor Ironhide campaign, where currently Rachnik Spiderclaw is under attack. We've pushed into the Empire through Blackfire Pass, and now the hordes of vampires are here to try and stop us. Unfortunately for Rachnik, he's been drawn into this battle due to an attack on the garrison, and he can't get away from this. To be honest, I don't mind losing the settlements. I do, though, mind losing Rachnik. And that's probably going to happen, because Rachnik is outnumbered quite substantially, to be honest. And that's bad for a goblin. So the initial garrison army's down there. I did exit the settlement, because I was like, I didn't want to get caught in there. Unfortunately, that didn't have much of an effect, because they just attacked it outside and no one else within range. Ugh, it's just the worst. Never mind. We'll do what we can, because that's what the poll said. The poll last time was, should we fight this battle or should we just get the hell out of Dodge? And everyone said, let's fight the battle, so we're going to fight the battle. More and more of the undead. And also, I forgot Oglug was there, so Oglug's a little bit surrounded. He's a little bit in trouble. Little bit. You know, he'll be fine. Probably. Killing off the vampires is paramount, and obviously doing as much damage as we can to the enemy army. Kind of got this little hill. I mean, we couldn't even push further into the battlefield. This was about as far as we could get before they threw themselves at us. We seem to be holding for the moment, and looking at numbers, I mean, we seem to be doing a lot of damage to the enemy. So that's good. Killing off some of these units. In come the War reinforcements as well. They're going to help out a little bit. And those Poison Wing Globadiers just doing a number on any units standing a little bit further back. Just really smacking them. And then out come the Fanatics as well. So they obviously do considerable damage. More and more of the enemy are pouring onto the battlefield as we chew our way through them. Warp fire throws on the right flank. Seem to be doing quite well against those Black Knights. They are racking up some kills there. 59-33. Yeah, warp fire just washing over them. Which is very good. There's almost one of those vampires is almost dead. Level 36. He's almost down. Some Vargheists landing in amongst our infantry. More and more enemies swarming onto the battlefield. They're up to 4,300, but we have killed a significant portion of them. And the thing is, like, if this was our only army in the Empire, that would be a problem. We do have a fair few more armies, though. Wolfmar Rictalos is going to learn that being surrounded by squig hoppers, not the best. He's just going to get slowly eaten alive from all sides. Oh, and he's also going to get warp fire in the face. No less than he deserves. If they didn't have reinforcements, we'd be fine. But they're now up to 5,200. And unfortunately, they're starting to break through our lines. Infantry's had enough. We're taking a lot with us. We're taking thousands of undead with us. Curse of the Bad Moon coming out. Now, forces are starting to retreat. I don't blame them, to be honest. There's just undead everywhere. Poison wind globes raining down on the enemy army. Still, you know, still taking chunks out of them. No, I mean, it looks like we've killed about half of the enemy army. Over half of the enemy army we have managed to exterminate. And considering that they had 5,400, that's a considerably good result, I think. The only problem being, of course, that they'll probably all come back anyway. Well, we gave it a roll. Rachnik did his thing. Unfortunately, yeah, we've been overrun. We don't have a front line anymore. Well, I mean, we did a lot of damage to them. We lost a little bit. My only problem is, I think they've only literally lost a handful of units. You know, in some cases, it's better to it's better to just almost kill an undead unit than it is to wipe it out. Because at least, if they're only a little bit dead, they don't heal back at half health. Because all of these units will be back to half health. I think that's... Okay, so I've got an issue with the Vampire Crisis, and it's this. It's not a crisis, it's fucking boring. Because having units just like, you could wipe out an army like this one, right? We wiped out most of this army. But they've only lost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units. The rest of these will be back at half health, which suggests I think Rachnik's going to be in trouble unless he retreats next to some of the rest of our armies. Yes, he's in trouble. Yeah, so you can see, like, these guys who actually wiped out, it's better to not wipe them out. It's kind of bullshit. And to be honest, I can't... Yeah, Rachnik, you're fucked. Sorry, mate. Sorry, mate. And to be honest, even if I did manage to do some damage to that army, will it matter? Probably not. They'll just come back. Hello. So I just... Oh. Am I going to lose anyone? No. Okay. I am just going to water resolve that, because I really hate fighting Wood Elves. It's not even that they're particularly difficult to fight. I just hate them. I just hate them. Just really don't enjoy fighting the old Wood Elves, so we're not going to. Water resolve at all times. Which is why I always untick the Wood Elf Crisis, because I genuinely can't think of anything worse than a horde of fucking Wood Elves. Well, it's a shame Rachnik died, but to be honest, it's probably fine. Where the fuck are you guys going? Like, what do you think is going to happen here? Wait, where can you go? I'm glad you do. Okay, you get over here. Just cozy up with them. It's really annoying.
I refuse.
Like, what the fuck are you guys... What are you guys doing? Like, I can fuck this up. I guess I'll loot and occupy. But again, that puts me at risk. Because even if I come out here, if they attack the settlement, I'll get dragged into this battle. Can I reach you? No. You will have to come across the river. Fine. I mean, I guess we could just, like, pick a fight with you, right? So if we, like, get Grimgor over there. And there we go. That's low. I'm just gonna resolve that one. You're going the other side of the where the fuck are you guys going? What do you think is going to happen here? Also, why can Grom only move like 3 steps? The fuck is that? Is that his fucking war? I swear to God, the war. I genuinely, I do not understand the war. Okay, you can march over here, but you wouldn't be able to reach us, so we're pretty much safe here. I think Oglok is safe. I think he is. I think he's... apparently we're going to fight all of them at the same time, and apparently... What's his face wasn't close enough. I could lightning strike this, but you know what? It's probably easier just to kill them all at the same time. Let's kill them all at the same time. Oh yeah, these guys are going to pay. Best bit being, of course, we've got a lovely little choke point here. So we just have to defend. They can come at us. We've got artillery. We can bop them as they try and cross, and then we can crush them in melee combat, where we obviously excel. Probably should stop shooting our own boys, but still, never mind. It's fine. Good God, our Black Orcs have 152 armor. Jesus Christ. Jesus. Look at the Black Knights getting absolutely destroyed. Like, their health is going down so fast. Of course, enemy reinforcements are on their way, but they're not going to reach the main battle before all these guys are dead. We're going to concentrate our lasers on taking out the enemy general, who is currently flying in on a Zombie Dragon. Just going to make sure he doesn't get any closer. He won't reach the battlefield. Oop. Down goes the old Vargulf there. And what's left of the enemy army is slowly being chonked to death by our infantry. Our reinforcers have turned up, but to be honest, I don't really need them. Not really needed. Here come those enemy reinforcements. They're really taking their time, aren't they? They're really milking this. I don't want to. I don't want to charge the choke point. It doesn't seem like a good idea. This little vampire boy right in the middle of the Black Orcs there. That's not a sensible place to be. Oh, not Black Orcs, sorry, Big Uns. Considering... Well, I guess he is a little target, apparently. Seems like a big boy to me. Still. These lads do have 64 melee attack and 62 weapon strength. So yeah, he died. He died pretty hard. Looks like most of the initial force has been dealt with. Few stragglers there slowly crumbling away. And now we're concentrating all of our laser power on taking out the Vampire Lords. And again, he's not in a rush, is he? He's very, very purposefully just flying directly towards the lasers, which is a ballsy move. Very ballsy. Not a very smart one, but definitely ballsy. So well done there. They're not in any rush, are they? Are they waiting for all of their reinforcements to turn up? Because they got caught. Are they waiting for the corpse cart? Is that what they're waiting for? I don't think waiting for the corpse cart while you're under artillery fire is necessarily the best option. Just throwing that out there. You know, because you have taken repeated laser blasts directly to the heads. Oh well, no rush. I think we're managing to catch some of the Vargolfs. No, not sorry, Vargeists. Vargolfs the Lamb Boys, Vargeists the Flappy Boys. I don't think you're going to be able to take them anymore. Nope. I mean, that's why you should have flown faster, to be honest. I'm going to give you any advice. Maybe fly faster. They are throwing themselves at our defences once again. But I mean, these guys have taken... These guys are a pale shadow of their former glorious forces. Force self? Glorious force... They're a shadow of their former self. Their army. They've taken a lot of damage is what I'm trying to say there. It's been a long day. These Vargeists have landed in the midst of some Black Orcs, and that's going to go out as well as could be expected. As in, not very. They're just feeding themselves into the meat grinder. Oh dear. Grimgor's definitely getting stuck in. Well, it was a brave attack. I think they were waiting for the corpse cart to turn up. Like even this black coach. Okay, finally they've went. Okay, it's like a fucking escort quest. The corpse cart arrives at the battle just in time to crumble. Rough. That's sad. That is. Yeah. I swear to God, so much of this didn't die. These guys. That was it. 3 units out of the entire army died. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units out of the entire army died. I think they're still dead because they had to retreat, but oh God, that's so fucking irritating.
This is impudence.
You have to kill them like 4 or 5 fucking times. Like, I know they're the undead, but what the fuck? The main problem is, if you're going to be fighting the undead crisis, you're going to be fighting a lot of undead, right? You don't really want to have to fight the same battle 4 fucking times just to kill an army.
Now's the time. The boys are pleased.
Because that is just kind of annoying. Okay, Vindictive Glare, not really a spell I tend to use very much because it's not particularly good. Pyrrhic Victory, really? Well, at least you're going to be dead. Because obviously, well, I mean, you're dead, you know what I mean. Oh, Grom's been doing work, hasn't he? He's been doing some... to be honest, he's done more damage to the vampires than the rest of our forces combined. Meanwhile, while our main force advances on one section of the settlement, Grom leading the Stotling Pump Wagons, and his little friend, Small Bits Orned, they're going to attack this little section. That's right, 2-pronged assaults. Obviously our main attack is here. We're just going to take down that tower relatively quickly with some missile fire. Shouldn't take too much. Do have some Vargeists flapping around, so we've got to be a little bit careful because I don't want to draw them into my artillery, which is slowly just pulling up. I'm keeping an eye on them, and I've got my trolls just in case. It looks like they are heading back, so my trolls immediately rush back to try and fend off any potential. They're going for it. They're going for it. No, they changed their mind at the last second and turn around. Still, we're going to make sure the trolls are in position just in case. Grom and Orned have engaged the enemy. I'll be honest, Grom is just one of those characters who can just sit there. Even though he's in a chariot, he can just sit there and just murder everyone. Like, he's he will just happily murder his way through entire armies all by himself. Meanwhile, Orned is fighting a Terrorgeist, which is not the best. Something Pop Wagon's coming in to assist though, so that should help out. The Vargeists, for some reason, just flapping there while they get absolutely destroyed by my Night Goblin archers. Not entirely sure why they were just sat there. They could have just landed. I mean, I guess the trolls were hanging around, so they didn't really want to get any closer. Ooh, that could have been worse. That took a little bit of chunk out, but not too bad. The Vargeists attacking my Giant. My Giant is an absolute monster, both of them, and they will murder those Vargeists. Even the Terrorgeist is not going to do particularly well against one of our Giants. Those Giants are fucking terrifying, I'm not going to lie. The best way to take out that Giant would be missile fire, which of course the vampires don't have. The only other way would be like surround them with mosh pit units and hope for the best. But things like the Terrorgeist are just going to get absolutely fucking annihilated. Look at it, we're just bitch slapping it around. It doesn't have a chance. Look how much health gets stripped off it every time they swing a fucking oh my god. Wow! Died like a bitch. Jesus. Meanwhile, Orned's taking a little bit of damage there, but he's fine. We do need to take out the other Terrorgeists. But our reinforcements have shown up. Our War forces have shown up as we move through the... It's a fucking big cavern, isn't it? Like, really big. I always thought it would be slightly... I always thought, like, there should be a bit more windiness about the... bit more cave type stuff. I don't know. Let's go in the underway. I felt like the underway should be a little bit more sort of like constricted, like a lot more choke points. It should be like a settlement battle, but like, you know, caves instead. I mean, it's fine. Got a Vargolf here as well. That Terrorgeist is slowly getting chonked down. We are breaking through that blob there. We can see that the balance of power is fairly even, but I think we do have the upper hand. Because we've got our elite goblins here, of course. Backed up by our giants and our trolls. They don't really have any units that can slow us down. So we've broken through, so we can actually come down here and grab this objective. And while that's going on, we have continued to try and break. I mean, we are breaking through this. It's slowly and surely, but you can see a couple of units disintegrated there. We're going to take down the Vargolf. Snotling Pump Wagons have done some actually very good damage. I've always been a little bit meh about the Snotling Pump Wagons, but you know what? They're doing good work. So I have to give that to them. There goes the War. I did try and use Fanatics here, but they just instantly despawned. Which is a bit of a shitter, but never mind. I mean, look at the War. It gives them 91 melee attack and 212 weapon strength. I mean, it's only brief, but while that bonus is there, they do just murder their way through all of these units. I haven't noticed this has been cleared off yet, which is a shame because I should have swung around and grabbed that immediately. I will do in a minute, so don't worry. Over here we can see that the Vargolf is almost down. The Vargeist is dead. It's just a few Graveguard trying to stand in our way. Those Sundered Armored attacks and the Rattles. They've got melee attack and defense reduction as well, which means they've just got no melee attack. Jesus. And they're getting punted into this. Oh, literally unplayable. Fucking. Anyway, we're going to ignore the rest of them because, to be honest, there's barely any left. There's 11 ghouls and 39 Graveguards, and they are pretty fucked. So we're going to go and grab Subjective up here. We're doing that. We're also moving around to grab this objective. So we're going to close off 2 of the objectives already. So we just need to head for the centre. Meanwhile, our War forces have been blocked by incoming undead forts, just trying to slow us down. So they've got some Blood Knights, some Black Knights, some Zombles there. They've got their Zomble General, of course, because there's an army here as well. So slowing us down. We grabbed one already. We're grabbing this one. For some reason, our archers now are really just going for it. Constant suppressive fire on the skeletons there. A rain of arrows. I'm not sure why they're so trigger happy now. They were a little bit hesitant. If you notice that, if you leave it on auto shot, they will pick a target, but it isn't necessarily a target they can actually hit. Because in that case, they'll just go, yeah, we'll stand here. So sometimes there can be plenty of enemy units in, like, sight range, but they'll have picked a target and they just don't want to shoot at it because it's, like, behind a wall or in melee combat or something, so they just sit there. So you then have to force them to fire at something. Just kind of bullshit. Got some zombies heading down. I mean, I'm waiting for them to get down to the flat area so we can surround them, because I thought if we attack them there, that's not really going to be necessarily the best place to do it. But then they turn around, so we charge them down and chase them anyway. And we've also broken through here. Completely annihilated the undead garrison. We're now moving up towards the city centre, which is completely undefended. Like, totally undefended. The zombies here are getting road killed by our Stotling pump wagons. Beep beep, motherfuckers! Yep, yeah, obviously they're not winning that fight. And now we just need to go and help our war. Now, I don't really care what happens to our war forces, because obviously, you know, they are temporary. But it would be nice to try and preserve as much as possible. So we're going to move Grom's forces over here, and we're going to move, once we grab this key building, this objective, we're then going to move these forces. So our main main army is going to attack the rear of the undead here, and then Grom and his boy racers. Oh shit, yeah, they're probably doing like donuts in Sainsbury's car park at 2 AM, aren't they? Listening to drum and bass or some bollocks. Not important. The trolls, of course, being a little bit faster than everyone else, are going to be hitting the rear of this blob first. With some force. They've got a reasonable charge bonus there. Laying into them. So they get itchy nuisance there. So they have 0 melee attack, so enjoy that. And then Grom charging into the back of these Blood Knights. Drawing their attention away, trapping them between our War forces and Grom's boy racers. And the garrison crumbles away. Yep, that'll do it. That will do it. Let's do an occupy. Actually making money. I'm guessing that's because Rachnik's army died. We probably should replace that, shouldn't we? We can do as well. If we get someone... What's a Mystic Channeler? Wins magic power is a +3 per turn. All units in the army. That's a weird... What's a weird way of putting... Why all units in the army? Is that like... What? No, I'm still not entirely sure. Alright, never mind. Never mind. Won't worry about that. Okay, so let's get some... I guess we're going to have to global recruit. Not that that's a huge problem. In fact, actually, let's think about this. If I go Route Marcher, and do you have any recruitment reduction? It's the only time I've wanted recruitment reduction, and he doesn't have it. Okay, well that's fine. Is there anything that's going to increase, like, recruit rank if I recruit units with that? I don't think there is there? The only thing I can think of that would be actually useful, and you can't even do it. Oh well, never mind. 6 of them. Let's get 3 of them. We'll get some... Ooh. You know what? I want a couple of Ragnarok spiders. I'm going to get a Goblin Doom Diver. We'll get 4 of those. And I kind of want... I think we... you know what? Let's get a couple of Death Globes. And then we can get... And then obviously he gets his sort... That's a fairly rounded army. That's going to take, what, 3 turns to recruit? That's not bad. That's just because I want the big fancy units as well. Don't actually need to take 3 turns, but we're going to do it anyway. Gonna do it anyway. Do we have... That is goblins. Okay, there's pump wagons there. That's fine. You are a very killy boy, which is fine. I'm going to give you more money when raiding, I guess. And you can have Blade, Shield, and Wound Maker. And you can have... You know what? The Little War, I just... Genuinely, a lot of these spells aren't just... I mean, Vindictive Glare is meh. Itchy Nuisance is pretty good. Sneaky... I guess that's fine. And Fighting Wizards... Yeah, I can kind of see that. Sneaky Stabbing is good, but it's only 1 unit. So it's kind of situational. There used to be an AoE, which made it a lot better. But now it's just single target. So it's not as good, but never mind. Are you ticked? I'm just going to tick you and you can do your own thing.
Supreme ruler of 8 peaks. 2 in 1.
Let's bring Scarstick up through the pass. Is there anyone else? Because we don't need to ambush now. I'm just gonna ignore.
This way.
This is my land.
I'm just gonna ignore the Wood Elves and hope that, well, there's an army here. Okay, I guess we're gonna have to deal with you, aren't we?
Running. Oh, I'm going to enjoy this.
All right then, let's do it.
Guess we're gonna have to deal with that. Hopefully Khalida gets her ass kicked. I feel like she will. Roglash. Oh yes, you were chasing after this guy, weren't you?
The boys are pleased.
Are you going to attack? Oh no, you attacked Iron Rock. You hate vampires. And success! That is good. You are not replenishing for some reason. Because you don't have the corruption. Yeah, we need to sort of like deal with... If we can uncorrupt these areas, they won't be able to replenish in them. So basically, the more characters we have, the better. Plus 32. Fuck me. Adjacent provinces. Characters, technology. Oh, I'm not really going to be able to offset that, am I? It's going to be decidedly tricky to offset all of that. Gerald, I'm just going to tick you because I feel like you can just do your own thing. Can we assault these guys? Failure. Not a huge surprise. You do have defences, which is good. You could have money, which would be also we got quite a lot of money. We could recruit. Tell you what, I might turn this into recruitment grounds. So what we might do here. Yeah, okay, we will build that. And let's get the Squig Hoppers, because I like those. We're going to turn Akendorf here into like a recruitment base. So as soon as Grutschod has finished, we're going to recruit another army. So basically every like 3 turns we're going to recruit another army. And we're just going to throw them in the general direction of the vampires. We're going to drown them in green bodies. Hello. Oh, we got our ambush, did we? Oh, goody. It says low casualties. Ronnie, where are you? Oh, you're outside the settlement, aren't you? I don't know how many more armies they have in range, so we're going to fight this one. Ooh. That was a big chunk of damage. Also, the enemy general decided to spawn outside the deployment zone. So anyway, we're attacking them there. The Hex Rays are chasing the Squig Hoppers, so we're leaving them off to leading them away, while our Black Orcs deal with the oncoming enemy hordes. So the infantry kind of blobbed up, which didn't work out very well for them when they got footed Gorks and Rockfalled at the same time. Bit of a combo there. We're going to buff up the Black Orcs over here with Fist of Gork, which gives them magical attacks and means that they are going to absolutely slaughter these Hex Rays. Charged down here, but these Hex Rays, again, I mean, don't get me wrong, love the Hex Rays, love that unit. But they really need to get the rear charges on things. Meanwhile, poor old Ronnie is not winning this fight, so we're gonna shift up. We're gonna stack the deck against the enemy general by making sure that we have literally everything shooting at him at the same time, which does mean that we're gonna win that pretty handily now. I was just gonna leave Ronnie to deal with it, but it turns out that he was not dealing with it very well. I think that's just because this guy was healing himself all the time. What a bell end. Still, down he goes. Boop. Ronnie wins. Our reinforcements have arrived and are moving to chase down the Hex Rays who've left. They're just chasing the Squig Hoppers around. Now, fortunately, they are drained, which means they're exhausted, which means they're going to be slower. So our Squig Hoppers are able to get a good turn of speed there. The rest of the Squig Hoppers returned to the fight and now have surrounded the Hex Rays that were chasing them and are eating them. Eating what? I don't know. They're ghosts, but the important thing is they're all dead. I mean, for good this time. Black Orcs chonking their way. Ooh, nice little hit there from the big un, the Rogue Idol. God, these guys just chasing us to the ends of the earth. Squig Hopper's now hiding on top of this hill here, but we do have Oglok's forces coming in from behind, which is a lot of Orc Boarboys. So we're going to turn around and we're actually going to charge them. We're going to charge the Hex Rays, and then they get hit from behind by the Boarboys at the same time. And then we drop a go get them or smash them faster. That's the one. Which means these Hex Rays are going to go down very, very quickly, along with the rest of the army, which then starts to crumble of its own accord. Okay, well, at least that's... Oh, yeah, there's two more armies there. Oh, I just saw 2 stacks. That's fine. That is fine. We've got more. Hello?
I'd with her first.
Okay, I think those guys are in trouble.
Boss of them night goblins.
Can you not jump over here? Really? Genuinely thought you probably would be able to. Never mind. Never mind. Let us move into... Now, these guys can't retreat, so if we fight them, the other guys won't be able to come and assist. Plus, we've got 2 wars. That looks like that's going to be a fairly easy battle to win. Okay, here we go. Here we go. This is where the rampage starts. We've managed to break into the Empire. If we scamper on down here, I don't want to take attrition, so we'll come down there. That is fine.
You want schemes? I got schemes.
Okay, they just have a lot of fucking armies. Right, you hop over there. We will hop in this direction. Okay, we want to kill you. Finish you off. They won't be able to reach me, but I wonder if they will try and attack. Okay, so we've now got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 armies. 7 armies in the Empire. Still doesn't quite feel like enough. Also, hello.
Yes, he'll be proper good.
Where are you going?
Them night goblins.
Now, I can...
Not for the kind heart.
There we go, right. Fuck off.
Whoever agrees.
Get the fuck out of my life, alright? I don't need to deal with you. You may not like me, but I bet you like the bad things I'm doing to vampires. Right, that frees up an entire fucking front. We no longer have to deal with wood elves, which I am eternally glad about. This means now we can just throw ourselves into the Empire.
Best idea yet.
So, much like Cathay, if we can keep them on the back foot, then they'll never be able to get enough manpower together to fight back. They're also fighting on multiple fronts because looks like the high elves are landing. Looks like you now. Are you at war with?
Play in the dark. That is my realm.
Turn on the light though. Okay, you are actually so it looks like Kemmler is having a bad time. He's being attacked from all sides, and if he splits off more armies to deal with me, then he's basically going to weaken himself on all the fronts. The other slight problem we have is Manfred. I don't know how many settlements he has left. Is this the last one? How many? Hang on. Let's have a look. Is it undead? Vampire counts? What is it? Is it down the bottom? Vampire counts. There we go. You have... Okay, you've got 1 settlement. Okay, you're dead. Musalon only has 2. You've got 2. Okay, they've moved. Fine. So, Kemmler's the big one, but he's being attacked from all sides. So, with any luck, we can kind of link up with our... I'm going to use the quotations, allied forces, because obviously the High Elves aren't really allied to us, but we just have... We've got a similar enemy, haven't we? We've got a similar enemy. What would I actually give... What do you have? You do have some goblins. So I could give you that. And... I guess more ambush success chance isn't the worst thing to have. Zork. You've got a lot of gobbos and you do not have... Do not... You know, I'm just going to tick you. And you are just here to give me vision over the the general sort of shenanigans, the general happenings in the vicinity. So you're just going to stay there. I'm going to tick you so I don't have to worry about you. I've got so many characters now. I genuinely can't be asked to work out what the fuck they should be doing.
Sniffing out war.
Yes, boss. Fooling no one. I'm special.
And you are being replaced when Rachnik, that's the one. When Rachnik comes back. Oh, I forgot to move you. Fuck. 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 Bollocks. Never mind. We've effectively got 2 armies there. Thanks to the war, obviously. Well, I mean, we got the ambush, so that's good. You do have a lot of cavalry, though. That is, you know what? I'm just going to auto-resolve that because that does not. Jesus Christ, so much stuff. You didn't. Doesn't seem like that's going to be particularly. Hello. The fuck is this? Okay. Okay. Probably should have fought that battle, but still, reinforcements. Okay. How many stacks is this? 1, 2, 3, 4 fucking stacks. Jesus. 4 stacks. All right. It's a fair few undead heading this way. 6,000. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. We have ourselves protected here. Down a little corner. keeping us with Flock of Doom. I think that's the third one we've been hit with. So that's fun. But let's go and deal with these vampires. So we've got Oglok and Ronnie charging towards the Zombie Dragons. Taking a good chunk out of them already. They will heal themselves up though, so we have to be ready for that. Meanwhile, along the roads, we've got Blood Knights and Zombor sort of probing our defences. But we've also got the Lead Belchers, who are strafing the undead with their cannons. God, one Vampire Lord's almost down, the low level one. But then we just need to gang up on the other one. Kick the shit out of him. Okay. So 6.3k. Not to mention there's yet more undead on their way. This is fine. This is fine. Black Orcs holding the line. This Lead Belchers putting out quite a lot of damage. Jeez, 132 kills already. Yikes. Not much damage value. It's mostly zombies though. So we've got Vlad's forces in the front, and then Kemmler bringing up the rear. Got a lot of forces like throwing themselves on our right flank because they're trying to flank around behind us, and they can't. I would say that we're kind of corner camping, and I mean, we are, but only because it would make the battle more annoying. Having dealt with both the vampires, Ronnie and Oglok hanging back just to sort of like freshen themselves up and prepare for the next engagement, because we do have some more necromancers incoming as well. So we've taken out 2 enemy generals, the tougher ones, the vampires. Now we just need to take out those master necromancers, one of which is only level 5, so he shouldn't be difficult to kill. More Black Knights throwing themselves at our line, but we're holding for the moment. Ooh, I reckon there's going to be a foot of Gork there. That looks like a good foot of Gork. No, it's rocks. It's rocks. I mean, still pretty effective. A lot of jam there. Very good. Uh-oh. We've had a little break. Oh, the Ardboyz are starting to rout in the centre there. We do have Arog, a Beard Taker, trying to hold them back. Oh no. Oh no. No. What's Biggins? No. Oh, fuck. Oh, it's gone. It's gone. Close. Those fucking Lead Belchers. 2-2-1 kill. Again, not much damage value, but a lot of kills. Their bark is worse than their bites. Uh-oh, we've had a bit of a rout on the left, on our right flank, the left portion of our right flank, which means we need to plug this with our Ardboyz. The Ardboyz now charging in from each flank, sandwiching those hex rays, and plugging the gap for the moment. As we hold back a tide, a literal tide. Jesus Christ, 7,300. Fuck me. I don't think I've ever seen that many. I mean, we've got 3,000. It says this is a 10,000 entity battle. We've got loads more reinforcements as well. Most of Ronnie's forces didn't actually make it onto the battlefield. I think the Black Orcs are now filtering on to come and assist. A little trick: if you've got a bunch of reinforcements and you want the better ones to come on first, what you can try and do is move the reinforcement marker. If you don't know what you can do this, you can click the reinforcement marker and move it, and depending on which edge it is, because obviously where it is the shortest amount of time the reinforcements will turn up, and as you move it, it'll increase the time to the other side of the battlefield. It can take up to 5 minutes for your reinforcements to turn up, which might be too long, but it does also delay them. And so what you can do is, if you've got, like, you know, reinforcements that you want to come on, like Ronnie's forces, you can put them on the side of the battlefield where they're going to come on closest, and then move the other markers over the other side of the battlefield. You can move them any time as long as the reinforcement time hasn't sort of gone. The time isn't up. As soon as the time's up, it's locked in place. But if you move it, you can then move it back. And as long as you drop it somewhere, you can immediately get those reinforcements on. So what you can do is, what I should have done, what I couldn't do is because Ronnie's forces were coming in over here, and I really needed them over here, and the War forces were coming in over here, so I couldn't really do that. But what you know, potentially if you have the option, you could make... You know, the units you don't want reinforcing coming over here, that'll take 5 minutes. These guys might take 2 minutes. These guys will come on first, and then you can then move the marker back over to get those boys into the battlefield when you need them. Little trick, little tip. To be honest, I didn't even realise I could move the reinforcement marker for the longest time. So there we go. Right, as we're continuing to we're trying to kill this Master Necromancer, but his bats are getting in our face. They're not really causing us too much damage. It's just mostly annoying. We're continuing to hold, and looking at numbers here, we almost outnumber them. It doesn't look like... Well, no, it does look like they're getting more... Fuck me. They are getting more... They're up to 7,300. 7,300 boys. We're up to 4,000. We've lost half of our army so far, but they've lost quite a bit more. Also, it doesn't look like their reinforcements are going up, so I think that this is all they can throw at us. Just 7.3k undead. That's fine. That's a fine number to throw at us. No worries. Not concerned. What we can see is that we seem to have the upper hand. The Ardboyz in the front there, not really where I want them, but they've been used to plug the gaps in our lines as the wire units die. So most of what we've lost here is the wire units, which I don't really give a shit about. I'm not too bothered about them. So we're doing alright. We could move down to mop this up. What units are incoming? I mean, to be honest, there's not very much. Some Zombies. There's a couple of Mortis engines there. They're slowly meandering their way towards our battle line. The Vargeist did manage to get into our Plague Claw catapults. I didn't realise that until the last second. Fortunately, they have been picked off by our archers, so didn't do too much damage there. We're fine. The Lead Belcher's up to 300 kills. Lead Belchers, can I see you? Can I see you in my office, please? Thank you. 1,000 damage. I mean, not bad, not bad. I mean, it's you know, they've mostly been shooting at skeletons and stuff. Oh, like 2,400 there. That's pretty good. I'll give that to them. Jeez. Okay, so that's 7,000. I mean, the problem is, how many of these units will actually die? That's the question. You know what? I wouldn't mind if they resurrected at the level that they currently do if they won the battle. Like, if you win the battle, I think there should be a very high chance for any units that got wiped out to be resurrected. But if they lose the battle, it should be a much reduced chance. Because, you know, how the fuck are they going to resurrect them when they're all fucking... I mean, I want to say dead, but you know what I mean. Like, how the fuck do you resurrect these guys when the bodies are lying on my side of the battlefield? How are you going to get to them for a start? Shouldn't be allowed. Yeah, I think that's where that's my little hill I'm gonna die on, is the fact that they should have that amount of resurrection if they win the battle. If they don't, they should just be dead. Or have a much reduced chance. Or a normal chance. Well, it looks like army losses have taken effect. Finally. We only had to kill the vast majority of them. Which I guess is true of every battle, but still. I mean, at least most of them did actually die. There was 7,000 undead. Holy shit. I thought I had to fight a lot of greenskins as Nakai, but fuck me. These lads. The ecstatic legions are dead, apparently. I guess I'm not going to be ecstatic about that. Never mind. Gee, yeah, so there was two armies here. They're all... Why are you taking damage? Oh, because we've, like, cleansed it. We've cleansed it, so they're all just taking attrition damage. I guess this is how you do it. You just blob up and hope to, like, exterminate the vampire corruption as you go. And then, basically, they're kind of fucked. Do we want to threaten Schwartz? I kind of do. I kind of do. Let's see what's going on over here. So, Festus has a couple of armies. Looks like they're on the attack. Bellacar's landed with 3 armies and on the attack as well, so well done there. I don't know what Atharian's up to. Oh, I got someone down there. And at least these guys are also at war with Kemlet, so I'm hoping that now they're not at war with me.
If I had my way, the wild hunt.
Beast catchers, don't know who those are. Musalon, blah blah blah. They're at war with the Skaven and the Barrow Legion. Okay, well that's fine. As long as they concentrate on killing vampires, I am fine with that.
Here we go.
Let's exterminate some undeads. If we attack you, you can't run away. We will lose... Oh, I don't care. I don't care if I lose wire units. That's what they're there for. Now, the only slight issue is there are even more undead armies nearby. So I think we need to cozy up a little bit. I might even march you over here just to render assistance, just in case. I mean, we'll be fine. And they'll take attrition damage. And that's mostly trash units. So we're fine. Right, Skarsnik, you're going to grab Migdal Vongol Borok. Loot and occupy. And we're starting to clean it up, aren't we? We're starting to clean it up. Right, we're going to threaten... We're going to threaten these guys. We can hop these lads straight into the... Is that the Grey Mountains? Black Mountains. Black, grey. It's hard to tell the difference, isn't it? Where do I want to send you? Now, you can't... Well, no, you can reach us. The nice thing is, because we've got our wall, there's like 6 armies there. I think we're going to send you with this. So we've got 3 lads over this way. They're going to go and deal with Sylvania. If we wipe out Sylvania, I think Vlad should be on his last legs. I don't think he'll have much stuff. And although obviously he'll be able to recruit... I mean, if we could take out Tempelhof and Averheim, Karakhern, Piffeldorf. Okay, he's got a few major capitals. Having taken out... Hello? Where the fuck did you come from?
Your last mistake.
No, wait, where the fuck... Where the fuck did you come from?
Never. You go.
Did you literally just recruit in one turn?
Start the war.
The fuck is... Hang on. How do I feel about that?
Never.
What? Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to sit here in a raiding camp and hope that we get a choke point battle if they attack us. Meanwhile... Oh, guys, can you just fuck off? I'm busy. I've got shit to do. People to kill. Right, okay, we're going to... How long are you down for? 1 turn. Okay, cool. Good. Let's get an Orc War boss. Let's do Perceptive, Disciplined, Mushroom Addicted. Let's do Disciplined. Another Warg. Right, we're just going to recruit a shit ton of Black Orcs. that's my plan. Just a shit ton of Black Orcs. And Ronnie, I'm just going to tick you because I feel like once I've got out clevering, What do you give the orc that's got everything, hey?
Who's the boss? Orcs will.
I don't think... I think everyone else is kind of fine.
Start the war.
Do we want... Oh, I need to... Okay, hang on. Go in there.
Let's go.
Okay, good lad. Let's recruit... Let's recruit them. And then... Okay, maybe man-eaters. Yeah. Maybe man-eaters. Do we have anything interesting here? We could get some chosen. Dragon ogres. Yes. Yes, an army of big boys. That's what we're doing. Big, burly, big boys.
Let's get stabbed.
Exactly. Big, burly, big boys. Large and in charge.
Now's the time.
God, how many undead have I killed? I killed so many armies in the last few turns. Genuinely lost count of the number of fuckers I've murdered. Too many.
You've come for Grimgor's mercy.
Hey, Greasus. No, not declaring war on them. Though it's nice to see that I can recruit some decent units from you. Those man-eaters are going to be... Yes. Very, very pleased about that. I could have got some lead belchers, and I like the lead belchers, but they are... I mean, okay, I guess they're okay against the vampires. The only problem is that the vampires they got flying units will just land them on their heads. Which is a bit of a problem. Hello. You're just going to be throwing everything you got at us, have you? Is it going to be 1, 2, 3, 4 stacks again? Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay, cool. This battle is going to be rough. You might be thinking, this is basically like the last battle, and I mean, there are similarities, to be fair. Difference is, we've got Grimgor and Oglok this time, and we don't have our war forces because I've stuck them over there. Now, the problem comes because we've been hit by Kemmler and Vlad together. Now, again, you might be thinking, well, that's like the last battle. Kind of. The last time, Vlad had 3 armies and Kemmler had 1. Now, what this means is that initially we had 30 enemy units on the battlefield because Vlad had 20, plus he gets another... No. We had 60. We had 60 units on the battlefield because Vlad gets 20 from his initial army, he gets 20 reinforcements, and Kemmler comes in as well. He has 20. So, 60 units. But there's 2 armies from each. So what that means is that there's 80 units on the battlefield against my 40, which means we're outnumbered 2-1. Not just in sheer weight of numbers, but also in units on the battlefield. Now, that's kind of a problem, because that means that for every single one of my units, they have 2 on the battlefield, and I will only ever have that many. Now, admittedly, they have no more reinforcements. You might say they have no reinforcement markers on the battlefield, because, of course, all their units are currently on the battlefield, so that's 4 armies. So I have 2 armies v their 4. So that's fun. So we're trying to take out the flying units as they move into attack. We do have a staunch front line, so it's all big uns and black orcs. I mean, you know, you can't get more staunch than that. We're trying to take out... Oh, no. No, they're going to land in my lead belchers. No! Fuck off! Right, get in there, big uns. That's it. Smack their heads in. That's it. Get them, lads. Get them. Oh, it's 2 fucking units. Right, ball boys, charge in. All right, we got this. No worries. Don't panic. Also, there's a mortis engine. I really would like that dead ASAP. So we've got Kemmler's forces coming in first, and then Vlad's. Admittedly, a lot of Vlad's seem to be slow on the ink, so at least we won't have to deal with all... We'll only have to deal with 2 armies at a time, theoretically. Although, you know, they'll still be on the battlefield and heading towards us. that Mortis engine needs to die. So we're going to send Grimgor over to deal with it. Some nice little laser blast there. And Doom Divers, of course. Good job, Doom Divers. So Kemler's army is mostly hitting us on the left flank. A lot of Vlad's forces seem to be there, so we need to concentrate our defense on the left flank here. I think this is where we're gonna struggle. Also, Kemmler has summoned in Krell, because Kemmler is actually here. There he is. There's Kemmler, and there's Krell. He's a big choppy boy. Used to be a Chaos Warlord, and then died. On the right flank, bunch of Black Knights charging into our Orc Biggins. We get the big war there, which means we get 104 melee attack and 78 weapon strength. Very nice. Not to mention, what's that? 24 of that is armor piercing. So big blob on the left flank there. We're moving more Biggins into supports. I think our Ardboyz charged in, and then probably not the best idea, but they were chasing the Vampire Lord. Need to deal with Krell, really, but for the moment, I'm just trying to hold the line. Grimgor's taking out that Mortis engine. Good lads. That's all we need. Down it goes. Get the fuck out of here, ghosties. Right, killing Kemmler would be good, but he is on a mount, and he's going to be tough to catch up with. Plus, Grimgor's got other things to deal with. Our forces are now pushing forward, trying to create gaps in the line for our cavalry to advance if they can. Get around behind the enemy, although at this point, you know, the enemy is just like pouring onto the battlefield, so not much we can really do there. More and... oh god, there's so much stuff. How many? 5,000. Okay, we've killed over 1,000 of them, so that's good. There goes the war again. Ah, little foot of Gork killing a lot there. That's really good. Yeah, Foot of Gork is going to be used liberally because we've got plenty of Forbidden Rods. We are Forbidden Rod heavy. Now, we've kind of managed to get a little bit of a surround here, potentially. If we can wipe out the units on the right flank, we can then bring all of these boys around to help on the left, which is pretty much where all the big fighting's happening. We're still holding for the moment, but a lot of the enemy characters here, a lot of the vampires and stuff are here. Kemmler's running around, sort of around the centre. Grimgor is stuck in the middle, trying to kill his way through Black Knights and Grave Guards. I mean, he's certainly doing it, but it's just taking a little while. It's just taking a little time, isn't it? The Orc Biggins there, hacking their way through the Crypt Horrors. And the Trolls helping out. Poor boy's finding a little chink in the armour there. It's a little charge. Give it a little charge. God, this is a mess. Some ball boys fleeing from the battlefields. Lead Belchers have found the target at least. Get some good foot to Gork. That's causing a little bit of panic there. We've got 290 kills on Puzz Guzzler. And 344 on Jenkins Headbutt. Again, I mean, there's so many big blobs of enemies that Foot of Gork is just an obvious choice. Krell is right in the centre of our poor boy Biggins. And they're currently just wailing on him. Trying to bring him down. I don't think he crumbles. I think they've upgraded him so he doesn't. The Strigoi Ghoul King there is again surrounded. He has been healing up, but he's now out of heals. So he will die shortly. Ah, yes, the right flank. Look at the right flank here. We are just rolling up. The last few units are now crumbling, which means we can now move up and help the rest of our poor beleaguered force. It's a lot of Blood Knights. A lot of Blood Knights in the centre there fighting the Ardboyz. Lovely for the Gork there. Killing a lot of stuff. I mean, Oglok's got 344 kills. Like, jeez. You got... how many? 430. 326 VAT. I mean, just so many undead squashed. We're almost there. We're almost there. They have less than us. They started off with 5,355, and that was on the battlefield as well. They had that many literally just on the battlefield. Okay, our right flank is finally free and can now start rolling up the entire enemy battle line. It's in the bag. We just need to make sure we don't lose too many guys. The Crimson Killers with 250 kills. They've just been hacking their way through grave guards. And Kemler's still running around doing. I don't know what he's actually doing, apart from like smelling like wee. I bet he's wearing a dress made out of human skin, and I bet it smells like arse. Probably because some of it is arse. Okay, we have the upper hand. Taking a lot of damage though. Especially because we had no Y units on the battlefield, which means all of the losses we've taken are our proper armies. Some of our big uns have been just destroyed. The 8-beak loonies somehow still alive with 18 kills as well. I'm not entirely sure how... I mean, they still done 846 damage dealt as gold. That is legitimately not bad. Considering I've forgotten they were even in this army. We're trying to get Grimgor out of this blob. It's like, get the fuck out of the way. Go on, get the fuck... Right, there he is. Right, get him! Right, Kemmler immediately loses a huge chunk of health and is running for his life. I don't blame him. And Grimgor is not far behind. Get him, Grimgor. Get him. Hit him with his axe. Hit him with the axe. Go on. Get him. As our boys on the right flank smash into the undeads. Start murdering their way through them. They've only got 400 boys left. Oh, this unit of Black Orcs is probably dead. They've only got 7 left. Yeah, I mean, it's fine. We can replace them. There's still some Blood Knights rolling around, and it looks like they really do want to kill our Lead Belchers, who haven't done quite as well this time. But, you know, have still earned their keep, I feel like. So we finally start to surround the last few units and wipe them out. How many undead armies have I killed now? I've lost count. It's quite a few. That was rough. I wonder how many of them survived. Probably most of them. You are attacking me. It says high casualties. Do I actually care? What? Okay. What's the battle map like? Let's have a look at that. I'd be silly not to do it, wouldn't I? I'd be silly not to. But at least we have the choke points. That'll help. And particularly what will help is the death globes. I suspect these boys are going to get work done. I mean, mostly because we don't have any casters. We've only got Roglash. Roglash Armbreaker. Admittedly, this army was, like, thrown together pretty rapidly in Cathay to deal with a threat. So we've got some mammoths, which is fun. I'm not sure how they'll do. I mean, their stats are kind of arse. You look at, you know, realistically, giants would be better. Giants are always better. They're better in every single situation. So I'm going to send my fast-moving wide units in to engage the crypt horrors. And the reason I'm doing this is because I want to blob the enemy up so I can lob death globes at them. And I thought about using the war mammoths, but I thought the war mammoths are quite expensive, so I'd prefer not to use them like that. There's death globes. Is that doing any damage? Oh yeah, no, that definitely is doing some damage. Yep. I mean, the archer's doing some damage as well, which is good. The death globes are, of course, quite short range, so you do have to take that into consideration. Still, plenty of undeads to kill. How many? 3,000, almost 4,000. Where the fuck are they coming from? They had one shitty little army. Okay, here they come. Here they come. I mean, are war mammoths good? They're big. I don't know if they're good. They certainly are big. Death globes raining down on the enemy, hopefully doing shit tons of damage. And looks like this guy is coming to attack Ruglash. Oh no! But he has also landed in the midst of a horde of biggins. So it's a brave play. Let's see how that works out from Cotton. Plenty of undead to kill. The war mammoth's taking a lot of damage very early. I can't tell if that's from the death globes or whether that's just because they're getting their ass kicked. I mean, they do have a lot of health. Death globes raining down. Oh, oh, he's almost dead. He's almost dead. He's going down. He's close. It's close. He's crumbling. He's down. He's down. Oh, there's another vampire though. This guy's got no nose. How does he smell? Terrible. More and more undead throwing themselves into the choke points, but we've got fanatics. Hooray! Because of course our Night Goblin archers not only have bows, but they've also got fanatics. Lots and lots of fanatics. So out they come and do obviously significant damage to the enemy force. Let's mention. Oh no, the mammoths. He's already. Oh god, they've both taken a lot of damage. Admittedly, the enemy are like focused on them. There's a lot of enemy attention on them, so that's probably why they're taking quite so much damage, because they're completely unsupported, emotionally and physically. There does seem to be a little bit of a ghoul party going on down here. Not quite sure what's going on. They just seem to be marching back and forth, like enjoying the view or something. I don't know. The death globes seem to be having an amazing. I mean, 152 kills already. There's 311 kills already. Oh shit! That's a lot. That's a lot. Is there like two armies here? There must be two armies here. What the fuck is going on? Where are these armies coming from? Are they just spawning them? Oh my! There's so many death globes. Oh my god! Look how much health then. Wow! They just annihilated. Just annihilated several units. Holy shit! And the fanatics did the rest. Oh god! More and more units filtering onto the battlefield, though. I think we've got the garrison here as well. Wow, those death globes. Fucking holy shit. Our mammoths has come back to the fight. Both of them. Terry and Jerry. They're back. Taking some death globes to the face. That's fine. Well, we've dealt with the vast majority. I mean, there's still quite a chunk of enemy army here, admittedly. But like, I feel like we've dealt with the vast... I mean, okay, they've got 4,300. But they've only got 3,000 on the battlefield, so... Could be worth. Actually, that's you know what? Considering how many dead bodies there are, I genuinely thought we'd done more damage to them. They are losing a lot quite quickly, though. I imagine quite a lot of it is this, whatever the fuck this is. Like, what the fuck is going on here? What the fuck is this? What are you doing? Is this a party? Are you having a rave? An illegal rave? And is this water flat? Hang on a sec. Is this water flat? This is the fucking... That water does not look flat. What the fuck is going on with this water? I guess at least it's flowing in the right direction. I guess. Although flowing from where is the question, because it's like there's, you know, if the water carried on, I'd kind of be like, okay, that's fine. But it's like it's not. There should be some water here. I feel like there should be. It should be a ford, right? I mean, you could say it's like, you know, low or something, but then surely this side would be dried up, being that it's a fucking river. That's how water works, right? It feels like the developers of Total War don't know how water works. It's wet, you say? More fanatics. To shreds, you say. Doing some good. Oh, yes. Look at the jam. Carving a path through. Now, we just need those death globes. Death globes. Any point? Any point you want to chuck some death globes in? You do you. I'm not a micromanager, but could really use maybe a couple. There we go. There we go. That's what we wanted. That's it. Raining down on the undead's heads. How many kills we got? 597. Pretty good. 315. Also pretty good. Can't argue with that. I guess the rave is finished. They're now pouring across the choke points to their death. Just need some death globes down here. Are my mammoths okay? Okay, you're running away. And you're still alive. Okay, that's fine. I mean, I don't really have a much emotional attachment to them, but, you know, cost-wise, I mean, okay, they've done some reasonable damage. It's just when you compare it to, like, these guys, you kind of go, well, reasonable, you know, in comparison. I mean, you know, like, you know, you don't want to compare them, do you? You don't really want to compare them. Not really. Also, you've taken a lot of damage. Maybe get out of there. Maybe get the fuck out. Get out of there. Go on, run. You're a big mammoth. Just step over them. You know how much you took ages to? I think you're like 3 turns to recruit. Get the fuck out of there. I cannot be. If you die, I cannot be bothered to re-recruit you. All right. You're gone. You're out of here. Don't have time. Oh, those death globes. Holy shit. What a bunch of guys. They really are just doing the Horned Rat's work. Fuck me. It's like having a caster with dwellers from below, isn't it? Well, it seems like we've probably done after. Yeah, I think we've won this one. I think we've won this one. The Death Globes won this one with 872 kills. Fuck me. 872 kills. Ah, geez. Death Globes on a choke point. Maybe we should get more of them. If 2 units can accomplish this, what could 4 units do? Asking for a friend. Just a mop operation. Obviously, we want to try and not kill our own units if we can, but... Oh, are you going to go... Are you going to go 1,000 kills? Are you going to go 1,000 kills? Are you going to get the big 1k? Come on, guys. You can do it. I believe in you. I believe in you. Just 50 more. Are they going to crumble before you get it? It's going to be close. It's going to be close. It's going to be very close. Come on, guys. I believe in you. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it. I don't think they're going to do it. Still. Ooh. Ooh, no. I don't think so. It's a sterling effort. A sterling effort from the Death Globe Bombardiers. You know, even if they don't get the big 1k, they're still winners, in my opinion. 975. Thing is, there's not many undead left. That is the problem. I think they're mostly chucking them at the Vargolf as well. They're going for quality, not quantity. That's the kind of hard workers they are. Well, finally, I think army losses have taken effect. Yeah, there we go. Finally. No, I don't want to, you know, point fingers at who I think was doing most of the heavy lifting in that battle. But I think that there might be some... Good. Okay, well, let's take the replenishment. Of course, inevitably, they're coming back. They're coming back because they barely lost fucking anything! Fuck off. Just fuck off. Have they got 3... What the how have they got more armies? What the fuck is going on? Are they literally just spawning armies? The fuck? Okay. Well, that is a very good question. I guess we are pulling back. I'll be honest, that entire battle, like, just felt like a waste of time. Like, I could have just not fought that, and I'd be basically in the same place. Just feels kind of... Yeah. Anyway. Let's do something like that. Get another army there.
Let's go. Talk. Send me to battle. No.
Are these the armies you attacked me with? It just feels kind of exhausting to fight the same stack multiple times because they just don't die. Let's do an occupy. That is our war target, so we've got that. That's good, so we can get more speed, all that kind of good stuff. Okay, let's concentrate on...
Sounds like a good idea. Legging it.
Let's concentrate on taking out Vlad, because if we can kill Vlad, then at least that's one less horde of fucking vampires throwing themselves at us relentlessly. That's my thinking. I get what they were going for, right? They were going for the idea that, oh, it's hard to kill the undead because they're undead. I mean, in theory, that is a good idea. Did anyone actually playtest it though? Asking for a friend. The only problem here is I've just noticed there's 2 armies over there as well. Just noticed there's 2 armies over there. If I attack this, you will come and help me. I can wipe those, hopefully both out. Did lose some swig hoppers, but you know what? If the only thing we lose is swig hoppers, I'm okay with that. Assume this will pull the garrison out as well. It says low casualties. Do we lose anyone important? Oh, we do lose. You know what? Fuck it, I don't care. The fuck is that? What's this? It's huge. We can replace our losses. Loot and occupy. Okay. Okay. We've driven a dagger into the hearts of the Empire? Well, yeah, technically the Empire. Of the vampires. You might come and try and jump us. So, with that in mind, I am just going to go and kill you. Because fuck you, basically. The last thing I need
Likes it this way. Come on. Gork, send me
is
to
more
battle.
bloody bullshit. Okay, let's get. Could I get? Do I get? Does savage? What is? Yeah, you are better, aren't you? If we just get a couple of you, what did we lose? Oh, we did lose a plague claw catapult, didn't we? We did lose a plague claw catapult. What can we get from you? Anything? Nope. Trash. Okay. Clan Scryer. That has some options. Wait. If we get right, you. We'll get some of you because that's pretty good. In fact, I'm tempted to get rid of the lead poachers. They're just not as good. Okay, we'll hop out of there. Oh shit! You also did lose something. Did you? I think you lost some Black Orcs. I think you lost some Black Orcs, which is not ideal. And some Troll. You know what? More Black Orcs. That's going to take a couple of turns, but I think that is fine. Warg, you should be okay there. Because even if they throw everything they've got at us, including... Okay, that could be a problem. Well, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. We've managed to push into the Empire, but fuck me, we've had to kill a lot of vampires to do it. And fuck me, they seem to be just spawning new stacks down here. Which means we're going to have to recruit a bunch of armies to go and deal with that bullshit now. Which feels particularly egregious. I could get a scrap launcher. What do I think? Could get some... Well, nothing there. But you could get some chosen, but they take too long to recruit, so can't really be asked to do that. You don't have anything useful. That's trash. I guess... What? Right, so we're goblins. You know what? Fuck it. I'm just gonna get another fucking Deathblow ball because they're just so good. They're so good. Barret Var, you can be fixed. Right. Okay. So we've managed to, you know, we're getting there. Although it does feel like I genuinely have lost count of the amount of undead we've killed. There was definitely it's definitely over 15,000 undead that we've actually murdered. Probably easily in the 30k. I'm going to assume undead, and I've lost count of the number of armies we've killed. But they seem to be focusing mostly on us, which is not necessarily the worst thing because it does mean that, you know, this. I mean, Be'lakor has landed with several armies and is now really threatening Kemlar's northern borders. The elves are causing issues in Bretonnia for him. And, I mean, Vlad himself, although he does still have stacks littered all over the place, we are cutting into his territory. I mean, we're grabbing stuff down here. We've managed to push into Averland here. We just need to sort of, like, focus on knocking out Sylvania. Templehof, again, a potential threat, but they're recruiting mostly Zombies, so that's not really necessarily a problem. Knocking out Dryker would probably be a good idea. And if we can kind of link up with Festus here, then we can probably then push westwards and eventually wipe out Kemlar once and for all. I'm hoping that someone kills Manfreds for me. Where is fucking Manfreds? Where is he? Where is the wanker? There he is. Who's at war with him? A whole bunch of people, including Scarbrand's Ironbrow Expedition, who for some reason seem to be heading towards... Well, they were heading towards me and then they kind of headed back. But, you know, realistically, maybe go and kill those guys. Oh, you are heading for me. You are heading for me. Yeah, no, that makes sense. I mean, why wouldn't you? I mean, you know, your nearest enemy is the fucking vampire guys, but don't worry about them. Well, you know, definitely clobber the greenskins. That definitely makes sense, doesn't it? The poll for next time is going to be: do we confederate with Azhag. Now, the problem with the confederating with Azhag is, one, he's kind of keeping the vampires, or rather Dryker, away from our northern border, so he's kind of doing that by himself. He does a couple of armies here, nothing particularly great. Well, you know, that army's not bad. So we could leave him autonomous and just let him deal with that. Obviously, we've got the dwarves down here as well. Or do we confederate him and then open up a new front here, so maybe we can bring Azhag to sort of attack the north, then we're attacking the south, and we're all sort of clobbering. So, could we confederate Azhag and get all the boys together? Do we have all of them? We've got Grom, we've got Grimgor, we've got Skarsnik, there's Azhag. Is there any others? I'm trying to think. Grom, Wurzag. We do. Where the fuck is Wurzag? Oh, he's over here, isn't he? There he is. Yeah, so we can get the boys back together, can't we? We can get the boys back together. Do we want to do that or not? That's going to be the poll for next time. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.